I would like to thank you very much this interview. And the first question is, what is your job here? What is the international troops doing here in Kurdistan, North Iraq in Kurdistan?
For the coalition force, it's very easy because we are all more or less coming from the same area in Europe, and we have the same understanding and the same education and the same equipment. It's easy to train the Peshmerga. We have some differences when it comes to smaller things during the training, but at the end of the day we have the same mindset in our teams. That's easy. And the Kurdish soldiers, they are all eager to learn and highly motivated, and it's very easy for our trainers to train them because they want learn, they want to have more skills because they need it on the front line. So it's easy. Of course, every nation is doing some pre-mission training just to make sure that every instructor is knowing something about the region, the Peshmerga, where they come from, the behavior and so on. But from my perspective, by now, it's not a big issue. It works very fine with the Peshmerga and our coalition here.
How can you handle this big difference between the cultures, European cultures, that international troops, and between the Kurdish people who is inside the Peshmerga army?
Okay, we have, as I mentioned before, 7 nations, and every nation is responsible for the training for example, for one company. That's easy, and we have same nations and same nations doing the same stuff. So it's all the same basic infantry course, so they do some training on a very low level in the beginning, handling weapon, zeroing the weapon, care under fire, the medic training. All trainers do the same stuff, and we as KTCC are responsible to coordinate the training from the different nations. And that is my main task, to go outside, to see the training, to see the different nations, talking about the training, and try to harmonize it a little bit more. But we are all on the same sheet of paper at the moment.
And how can you continue this job? What is the plan in the program to practice and training together with the Peshmergas?
Yeah, as you may know, this training here is a demand-driven approach. That means the Ministry of Peshmerga has to tell us what they need, what kind of training they need. And for that we have liaison officers in the MOP too. And we have several meetings during the week with the planners and the trainers to have a close cooperation with the MOP to have a good training together. So they tell us what they need, and we try to train their needs. So we have to talk a lot, because the understanding about training is a little bit different between the coalition and the MOP sometimes, but we get better and better.
You work together with the Hungarians, and you know we are from the Hungarian TV. What is your opinion about the Hungarian commanders and the Hungarian troops working here, please?
Yeah, we have, not only with the Hungarians, but with all teams, especially with the Hungarians, of course, as well, we have a very close relationships to all nations. So that is very easy for me to work with all other nations, and we have in Atrush, for example, one team from your Hungarians. I went there several times to see the training, what they do, and they do it on a very professional and high level, and I like to see how they train. In addition to that, we have some officers here in our KTCC as well, and they make a very good job. I like it how they work, and we have a good cooperation.
Times I heard from Peshmergas and the leaders of the Peshmergas that they need weapons also. What is your opinion about this question? How we can help them, or we can help them? This is my question.
Yes, of course, it's a daily problem. I don't want to say problem, but all nations donate a lot of equipment, weapons, ammunition. So if you look to the Peshmerga, the infantry soldier, they have only old weapons, Kalashnikov and so on, and I understand that they would like to have better weapons from all nations, of course, to be stronger at the front line, to be better in marksmanship and so on. I understand their needs, and if you see that we talk about 170,000 Peshmerga all in all along the front line and in the other areas, it's a lot, and I understand, but it's not so easy to donate so many weapons in a short time. And as you know, we are here since the beginning of 2015, and it takes a little bit longer to equip all this Peshmerga, and it will take some more months.
What is your opinion about Hungarians? Because I know in the last 3 months you worked together with Hungarians and the Hungarian commander. What is your opinion about them?
Yes, it's easy. If they just follow our training from the basic infantry soldier to a higher advanced soldier during the 5 weeks, then they know a lot about basic infantry, and of course, and I think that's a main point, talking about the specialized courses we provide as well, the medic course, the sniper course, and the counter ID course, and that is very helpful for them along the front line. They come from normal professions like a taxi driver, a baker, a butcher, and so on, and they have no experience with fighting. So, and after 5 weeks, they have a rough idea what they have to do and what not, especially when it comes to night fights and so on. So, I think we are on the right track to do the training in this 5 weeks period, and they are very thankful after the 5 weeks. And as I mentioned before, they are eager to learn, and that's very good for the trainers to see how they adapt the training, how they go forward and learn a lot.
To serve here in North Iraq, what is the biggest challenge for you in this position in your job?
The biggest challenge, it's a good question. May you know that we have some issues at the moment concerned in the whole environment here with the economical situation, and that is one point we see here in our training. For example, we rely on the TERPs, the interpreters. We need interpreters for the training, and if they get no money for a long period, then they don't come back to the training, and without interpreters we are not able to provide the training, of course. That is one thing what hampers the training at the moment, but I hope it will be better in the future. The small things, sometimes we don't get the right ammunition from the MOP, and we have to ask for that one. All small things, they hamper the training a little bit, but all in all, I would like to say it's doable, and we are able to conduct the training.
I would like to know your personal situation. What was your opinion about your family that you come here, and when you decided to come here, what was your emotional to serve here in Kurdistan? It's very dangerous, one of the very dangerous places in the world.
The good in the army is that I don't have to decide to go here. Other superiors do it for me. I was here in August for my first time for the first recce to see what's going on, and I was in Afghanistan as well, in Kabul in 2013 and 14, and I think in this area it's not so danger if you compare it with Afghanistan. So I will not say that there's no threat here in the surrounding, but as you mentioned before, it's 40 clicks away from the front line, and I don't feel threatened at the moment, and I try to transport this message to my family as well. So, and I think they feel so at the moment that there's no real threat to me and to my team at the moment. It can change, of course, but I feel safe, if I can say so, as in Afghanistan in 2013.
What is, and this is the last question, what is the next steps in the future? How do you planning, or the coalitions, how do you planning to continue this training program? What is now the recent program?
Yeah, we just train the infantry basic course, and our next task will be to train, we call it modern brigade course. 2 of the brigades from Peshmerga will be equipped by US equipment. Full-blown brigades, 4,500 soldiers, and we have been tasked to train these 2 brigades in 2016, and that will change things a little bit, because then they will have all the same weapon, vehicles, heavy weapons, and so on. So we have to adapt our trainer teams a little bit to make sure that we can train the new brigades for the Peshmerga. And they will start in March, early March, and will take the whole year 2016 for the KTCC.
Now we can hear many choppers around us. Something military actions happened here now? Is it dangerous here?
I really don't know. We have a lot of helicopters here, but they are not related to the KTCC. Related to other units here in the surroundings, so every day, every night you hear a lot of helicopters. That's normal in the mission, so I don't hear it.
but you viewers is gonna be hearing in your microphone. This is the reason I have to ask it.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Yeah, I understand fully, but I don't know what they do. So just transport soldiers.
Okay, that's all. Not something military action is behind us. No.
I don't know, because we have different pillars here, different tasks. So we have only the task to train the Peshmerga, and other units do something else. But I have not the overall picture at the moment.
I would like to thank you very much for the interview, and I hope so we can meet again soon. Thank you very much.